This is my new art desk. Check it out. I just moved in to this art studio, you could call it, and got a desk. It's just a plastic white folding table that I got from Amazon. I'll put the link to that in the description of the video. And I got a tablecloth. It looks like wood. Very pretty. And then I got a piece of plastic tablecloth to put on top of that, and then this thing, which is your basic I don't know what they call this. It's a thing that you put on there that you can like get paint on it and it'll wipe right off even if it's already dried on. So it's just a protecting thing for artists. And here's what I've been reading recently. It's called Creative License, Giving Yourself Permission to Be the Artist You Truly Are. And this is a sketchbook art in the middle here. And I don't know, it's just an encouragement book, something to give me a little motivation. And yeah, Creative License by Danny Gregory. So I've been reading that. I'm about halfway through it right now. And so today, well, let me show you my first art project here in the new home. This is just a piece of styrofoam that came out of the box that the table came in. I painted the edges with gold acrylic. I think it's this one. Deco Art Dazzling Metallics, Splendid Gold. So then this is yellow. This is a really old one. It says banana is the color, but I just ran out. That's empty now. So I don't know what I'm going to do next. I'm going to paint some kind of cute little saying here, and if I can do some kind of a saying with flowers and hang it on my wall, which are a lovely color of teal. I think the teal with the yellow on it will look really good. So that's my first little art project. And moving on, I got my ink journal out yesterday. This is from a class that I took with Joanne Sharp, and she wanted us to have a pen play practice journal. So, she calls it a pen zen journal. So basically I was learning to make art with ink, and so I got a variety of different types of ink pens. This is the Lamy Safari. No, this is the, what do they call it? All-Star. This is the Lamy All-Star because it has a metal case, and the Safari has plastic cases. And then this is the one that I really like, which is the TWSBI Eco or Echo. I've actually got 3 of these now. I got one that was green and one that was red. I don't know where the red one went off to, but I have these 2. This one, I believe, has black ink in it. The black ink that it has, I'm hoping, is this De Atramentis Document Ink Black, because it does not run. You can actually put water-soluble ink on it and it won't run. Now this, I started this before I got the ink pens. So this was done with the Pilot, what do they call it? Pilot Varsity. So they have all these colors, and this was my first foray into ink drawing. This is a church that I went to in 2017. It's actually a state park up in Idaho because this is the oldest building in Idaho. It's called the Cataldo Mission, and it's in the mountains just east of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. And I went to a park and wrote about that and did some book reports, and another park I went to with this really weird piece of playground equipment. It really does look like that. It's very strange. And this is my Irish blessing during March. It's may the blessing of light be on you, light without and light within. May the blessed sunlight shine on you and warm your heart till it glows like a great peat fire. So just got a variety of things in here that I did over the weeks and months. Here I was trying to learn perspective, so I was doing a scene outside my window, and I think I need to work more on perspective. I have a problem with that. So what I'm doing here is memoir writing from Kicking in the Wall by Barbara Abercrombie. It's a year of writing exercises. I didn't get very far in this book. I think I got into the 40s. Let's see. Yeah, my next one is number 48. So I did all of these prompts in this book, in my ink journal. And like you can see, it just goes on and on. I like the painting with the ink. I'm going to do more of that. Right now, the only reason I'm not painting with ink is because I used to get a little bit of the ink in a dropper and put it in lids to jars. And since I'm so new in this location, I don't have any lids to jars. Isn't that weird? So I can't do that yet. I have to find something that I can put these in. And I thought I might use these little cups as ink wells. I might like cut them off a little bit. But yeah, that might work. So I've got 4 basic colors of ink. I've got the Apache Sunset for a yellowish gold. And I have this green marine, which I think is so pretty. Then Shaw's Rose, which is in here, you can see it. And then this one is the Navajo Turquoise, which you can see in the sky here. We carry creativity within us as surely as we carry our own blood, and in expressing it, we express our full humanity, which is far more than material. Julia Cameron wrote that. I like this one too. It may seem simple, but it's ask the Lord for rain in the time of the spring rain. The Lord will make flashing clouds. He will give them showers of rain, grass in the field for everyone. And then I have a little recipe for frappe. Maybe someday I'll even use it. Must have been Easter time, and I had a little rabbit in here and a fish, and I like the basket full of flowers. And what else? I didn't like this one. It looks like a swimming pool. That's the problem with it. And it's supposed to be a birthday cake. So I really blew that one. Don't look at it. That's bad. And oh, advice for 10 cents. Let's look at my advice. I haven't seen this in months. Me, do be careful. Her, that would never happen to me. Me, it happens to a lot of people. Her, they deserve it then. Me, nobody expects that. Her, I'm immune. Me, nobody is immune. Her, I'm perfect. Me, okay. Her, you're evil for suggesting. Me, okay. Her, how stupid. Me, okay. Her, what an idiot. Me, okay. Her, your ideas are trashed. Me, okay. Her, nothing bad will happen. So, I'm a playwright as well as a memoirist. I did a lot of memoir writing in here, and I'm planning to do some more. I love my little frames that I make. I love painting with the ink. I often use water brush when I use the inks as paint. And this is where I left off. I forgot this one. This one was actually an accident, but I just love the way it looks, and I actually put that on my blog recently as an illustration on my blog. I'm trying to use more of my own art on my blog rather than using photographs. Anyhow, this one came about because I did this, of course, in blue ink, and then it bled through and I did something else on top of it, and I thought that just looked amazing. So, new technique. And this is my OCD story. Fear of germs. My mom was very strict about how to clean the countertops after doing dishes, scrubbing them with Comet Cleanser, then leaving not a trace of that for her to feel. Perfection was essential. I remember as a child tapping the sides of the hall and counting my taps as I walked down it, not sure why I ever did that. Later, as an adult, I saw a TV expose on how many germs are in our kitchens and sinks and on breadboards and cutting boards. I noticed my ex-husband using my kitchen towel to dry his face after rinsing it when he came in from work. I was appalled by that and realized I needed to watch other people to see how they are behaving and messing things up in my environment. Now all this comes together as I attempt to not have germs in my home issues. I believe the world is a dirty place in part because other people are not as germ-phobic, germ-careful, germ-conscious, germ-cautious as I am. Everything other people touch is contaminated. I have watched other people put their books on the ground or floor. Numerous times I perceive of floors as being filthy because of animal droppings that pets or people can step in or on, then track back into dwellings. One friend didn't like the pillows on my sofa, so hid them. He would toss them on the floor. I would have to wash them again each time. I had separate seating for my guests and kept one clean chair set aside only for me. Other people had no consciousness of germs, but I obsessed and worried about coming in contact with them constantly. Going out means contact with germs passed around by other people. I must accept that to be around others. So coming home means taking off all the street clothes to put on clean at-home clothes, trying to keep the contamination out there. I wash groceries such as milk cartons before I put them in my fridge. Many, but not all groceries get washed. It can be hard to keep track of. And of course I wash my hands a lot, not constantly for no reason, but just to reduce germs after I touch things to keep from getting sick. I do not like to touch used books, for example. Yeah, I have a real problem with used books, and actually even with new books I will wash off the cover with what is it called, like Purell, if I feel like it's not clean enough. This one actually feels clean enough. So anyhow, yeah, OCD. One of my many challenges in life, because I don't want to have OCD. I wish I was just like everybody else and didn't have any germ consciousness at all. But that's not happening. Anyhow, my art table, I'm not quite as careful with germs as in other places. I just know that things are going to get messy, things are going to get dirty. I mean, for goodness sakes, it's art. So I just allow myself to have fun here, and yeah. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here today really is just make one video that I can finally put on my art channel since I've been away so long. And I think that will be it. I'm going to wrap it up, and I will talk to you in another video. Bye.